Good morning and Jai Hind students. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is gravitation. In physics it is termed as chapter number 3, and according to your NCERT it will be different to some I think chapter number 10 or 9. Okay, so what do we gonna study in this chapter and how the syllabus will proceed, that is as per the prescribed CBSE format and the as per your NCERT. This PDF file is already prepared by that following the CBSE norms. Okay, there is some quote also, so let's start with a positive thought, that the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Dream big, aim high, and never give up. Why I tell you never give up? Because till now we have studied 2 chapters in physics, class 9th. So in that 2 chapters there are numerous concepts: balanced force, unbalanced force, inertia, momentum, conservation of momentum, Newton's third law, uniform motion, non-uniform motion. And when a small unit test happened, I saw the answers of a student that was not appropriate or not up to the mark which I was expecting from you. So कुछ गलतियाँ हुई, उनको आप ठीक है समय के साथ आप उसको सही करेंगे, लेकिन हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, अपना एम हाई रखेंगे, बड़ा सोचेंगे, बड़ा करेंगे और कभी नहीं हार मानेंगे. तो इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. ड्रीम बिग, एम हाई एंड नेवर गिव अप. नाउ कमिंग टू दी चैप्टर, फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज न्यूटन्स यूनिवर्सल लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटेशन. I have combined it in a 1-page format. Gonna explain you. So just pay attention. You will come to know it very well. As per the Newton, what does it? He says that the gravitational force F. The gravitational force F. Here I am. Is directly proportional to the product of masses of object and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now there are so many symbols, you have to be very careful about the symbols, their units in this chapter. So I'm just going you to recall that what are the symbols for. This is F. This F denotes you the gravitational force between 2 objects. There is also a G called as universal gravitational constant, whose value will be 6.67 10 to the power minus 11, and the unit is very much important for you, Newton meter square per kg square. Now at this present pandemic situation, every exams are going to be conducted as per the online schedule, and in that online examination most of the questions are of multiple choice type questions. So it has a much more probability of asking the unit of universal gravitational constant, because it's new to you and the unit is some kind of different thing what you have studied till now, like meter per second square, Newton, like that one. So Newton meter square per kg square is the unit of universal gravitational constant. M1, by M1 I am denoting a object first whose mass is m, and mass could be written as m1, which means that it's a mass of the first object. Now m2, similarly m1, it is the mass of the second object. And r is the distance between the center to center of the 2 objects. Suppose there are 2 objects like this way. Here is the first object and here is the second object. Now you have to calculate the distance between them is, so you will not go as per the boundary, not the inner boundary nor the outer one boundary. ये भी distance नहीं होगा, ये distance भी नहीं होगा. You always have to calculate the distance from the center of first object to the center of the second object. This is going to be the distance between the center. I am assuming that the whole mass of this system is concentrated at the center. That's why I am going to take it as the center to center distance. Now, as per the Newton, the force F is directly proportional to the product of the masses. If there are two objects like this, suppose there is a first object and there is the second object, and I am going to find the force magnitude, or I can say that the by what amount of force they are attracting each other or repelling each other. तो वो फोर्स मुझे चाहिए ना, तो वो फोर्स रिपेलिंग का केस इसमें नहीं आएगा बेटा, रिपेलिंग का केस आपका चार्जेस में आएगा. ओके, यहाँ पर केवल और केवल अट्रैक्शन रहेगा. सो सपोज देयर इज अ मास ऑफ m1 and it has a mass of m2. Now the force of attraction will be directly proportional to the product of mass. F is directly proportional to m1 multiplied by m2. Okay, and the force is also inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them also. Square of the distance between them, inverse square proportionality. Now combining all these two, I can get as that F is directly proportional to m1 m2 by, this is 2 r square, where r is the distance from first object's center to the second object's center. Now to remove the constant of proportionality, what I have to do is I have to just take a constant value. So in order to remove, I just applied F is equals to G as the universal gravitational constant, and whose value is given as like this way, 6.67 10 to the power minus 7 Newton meter square per kg square. I hope you have get it my point. Okay, now there is a different relation between all these points. What is more important is, let's say, there are the factors which gonna affect the gravitational force. First factor is the mass of the object. This m1 and m2 are nothing but the mass of the object, and they are directly proportional to the force. So if the mass of an object increases, the gravitational force will also increase. It's a directly proportional relation. And the second factor on which the gravitational force depends, that is the distance between the objects, which is denoted here as r. When you see the relation, it will come out to be like this, that force F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Between them means the objects. Now if you increase the r, your amount of force of attraction will be decreased. If you increase the r, sorry, increase का तो केस हमने डिस्कस कर लिया ना. If you decrease the r, that means objects are coming closer to each other. The amount of force या gravitational force of attraction will increase. They are inversely. अगर r घटेगा तो f बढ़ेगा, अगर f घटेगा तो r बढ़ेगा. It's a simple. So this is the basic understanding of universal law of gravitation, which is combined in a one-page format. I hope you will make your notes from this notes. Also, you will read NCERT gravitation. If you have any doubt, then please let me know, and we will together make to resolve that. Okay, so thank you and Jai Hind. God bless you all.